I've always believed that the world is far stranger than we think. Most trips give you sunsets and quiet evenings. But sometimes the road hands you something you can't explain. This happened on the northern coast of Scotland. I was driving along the shoreline, stopping in small villages. One evening, I found a place so tiny it wasn't even on the map. A few houses, a cold harbor, and a lonely lighthouse standing on a rocky peninsula. I checked into a small inn run by an older woman named Margaret. When I mentioned the lighthouse, she looked uneasy. "I wouldn't go there," she said. "Why not?" "It's abandoned. Has been for years." That night, as I lay in my room, a rotating beam of light swept across my window. Slow and steady. The lighthouse was active. I went downstairs and asked Margaret why it was working if it had no keeper. "It isn't working," she said. "There's no power there. None for 15 years. I looked out the window again. The beam passed over the village like a giant eye. Before sunrise, I decided to walk to the lighthouse. The wind was sharp and the path narrow. When I reached the tower, the door was half open. Inside, the air felt heavy and silent. Dust covered the floor. It looked abandoned, just like she said. I climbed the stairs. Each step creaked. At the top, the lantern room was cold. The lens was intact, but the machinery was dead and rusted. No way it could have turned. Then I saw footprints. Fresh ones. They led to the edge of the room and stopped. No footprints returning to the stairs. A chill went down my spine. The air shifted, like something moved behind me. I heard a low hum coming from the lantern room, soft but impossible to ignore. That was enough. I hurried down the stairs and stepped outside. When I returned to the village, Margaret was waiting. "You went anyway," she said. I nodded. "The old keeper disappeared there," she continued. "One stormy night. No trace. Some say he fell. Some say the sea took him." I didn't answer. I didn't know what to say. Later, when I drove away, I looked back at the peninsula. The lighthouse stood still, dark, silent. But as I turned onto the main road, the beam of light swept across the cliffs, slow, steady, bright. I never went back. But sometimes, when I travel alone at night, I remember that lighthouse. The footprints. The hum. The light in an empty tower. Some places don't want to be understood. And some stories never leave you.